Hello. You are about to embark on an adventure into a strange new world, along with your friends and your family. But more importantly, you are about to experience what it is like to be gay. Introducing the first openly gay movie character ever. The first non-binary alien. The first lesbian black woman. The first pansexual spaceship. The first ever trans dog. Hold on to your butts.
Oh, my.
No, not you, George. And join us on our fabulous journey into the strange world.
You know, if I look back in time as like the movies that Disney has released and Pixar has released, they're some of the most iconic movies ever. Toy Story is a juggernaut, even though the fourth movie didn't go over that well. But these are some iconic films. The idea that Disney would be losing money on animated films was something I had never, ever perceived as even the remotest of a possibility. Then things started to happen. We had Lightyear, which divided the country with, concerning itself with the first ever girl-on-girl action or whatever the case was. Whatever. Don't care. But that became the narrative for the film. And I think that, the situation put people off to it. May have been a good film, but it lost money. Can you believe that? A Buzz Lightyear property lost money. Two reasons for that. The culture war choice they made, and also not having Tim Allen. I know that he wasn't actually Buzz Lightyear. He was the voice of the toy. But people wanted Tim Allen to do it. And we know why Disney didn't. And the second reason I'm going to get into after a super quick word from this video sponsor. Huge shout out to this video's sponsor, Bond Charge. This is such an exciting time. Blue Blocks is of course now called Bond Charge. Bond Charge is a holistic wellness brand with a huge range of evidence-based products to optimize your life in every way. It's founded on science and inspired by nature. If you're like me, you spend a lot of time in front of the screen, and Bond Charge has an absolute ton of products to help with that. They have computer glasses that have clear lenses that aim to help with headaches, sore eyes, digital eye strain. Light sensitivity glasses with the yellow lenses that aim to help with migraines and stress and things of that nature. And then, of course, they have their world-famous blue light blocking glasses. These are amber lenses. These aim to help with poor sleep, fatigue, and much more. And Bond Charge are made in optics laboratories in Australia, not product factories in Asia. They have stylish frames that have been featured in GQ and Vogue. They're science-backed technology tested to ensure they work. Bond Charge also has a ton of other amazing products to check out on their website. There are easy returns and exchanges, and so much more, including rapid worldwide shipping. Bond Charge is currently having a Boxing Day sale with a massive 25% off site-wide until the 2nd of January. Just go to bondcharge.com and choose your favorite wellness products, and the discount code will be applied automatically in checkout. That's bondcharge.com, and the 25% off code will be automatically applied at checkout. Now you see, let's take a look at the latest film, which is called Strange World, which interestingly, it didn't seem like Disney was very interested in promoting this film, which was surprising to me. But you see people pointing out, Brianna Wu tweets on November 22nd, if you thought conservatives freaked out over Lightyear, they're going to S the bed over hashtag Strange World, which is great. Main protagonist is gay. Older people don't find it remarkable. Biracial marriage. Almost no one is white. Climate change metaphor. Even the dog is disabled. Wow, sounds like Disney really went out of the way to check a lot of check marks there. Let's see how it's doing. Let's just see. Strange World to lose $147 million. Why theatrical was best decision for doomed tune, not Disney Plus, as Bob Iger takes over as CEO. $150 million lost. Disney's latest agenda-pushing project is off to a brutal start at the box office. Strange World, an animated film featuring an LGBTQ teen romance, opened Wednesday with a poor $4.2 million in ticket sales and is projected to bring as little as $21 million over what should be a strong holiday weekend. The film, which pushes the orientation stuff and climate stuff, is on track to be Disney's latest overwoke nightmare. Yikes. Quote, that's a terrible result for the $180 million budgeted animated film. Where did all that money go? What are you spending $180 million on? Noting that last Thanksgiving's Disney animated film, Encanto, was also deemed a disappointment after taking in $40 million over the long weekend. Disney alienated many fans earlier this year when it featured an LGBTQ kiss in Lightyear, the latest installment in its Toy Story franchise. The company also did not feature conservative actor Tim Allen as the voice of Buzz Lightyear in the film, which completely tanked at the box office. Now, again, I will say that there is canonical reasons why Tim Allen wasn't the voice of Lightyear, but it's a cartoon. Like, people wanted that. And whatever reasoning Disney had is not what the public perception was. The public perception was that Tim Allen got boned and people didn't want to go see the movie. And then you also made sure to, again, push this, push conversations on families, which is not why families take their kids to movies. They're not supposed to be, Disney is not supposed to be these kids' parents. That's what they want to be. We all know how Disney sided in the Florida's parental rights and education bill. Strange World tells the story of a gay teen, Ethan, voiced by Jabuki Young White, who knows who that is, who has supported the support of his loving biracial parents, Searcher Jake Gyllenhaal and Meridian Gabrielle Union. The family rejects its fabled heritage as explorers to farm, but ends up pulling back in the family business to hunt for Searcher's father, Jaeger, Dennis Quaid, who went missing when he was a child. Their search was aided by their disabled dog, takes them to Avalonia, a strange world with a fragile ecosystem. Ethan struggles to get past his shyness around his love interest, a boy named Diazo. Seattle Times critic Soren Anderson wrote that the film features an uneasy marriage of clunky psychodrama and overwrought special effects that made it a chore just to sit through. In addition to flopping at its box office, Strange World is not upholding Disney's tradition of animated success. It earned a cinema score rating of a B, the lowest rating ever for a Disney animated feature. Every Disney animated film since Beauty and the Beast has received some form of an A to an A+, A-. The film also had extremely mediocre scores from audiences, including a 59% on Rotten Tomatoes. Disney stock has fallen over 33% in the last year, amid an ailing economy. Its woes have been blamed on a series of decisions that alienated family-minded and in many cases conservative customer base. The company clashed bitterly with Florida Governor Ron DeSantis over the law that prohibits public schools from teaching kids below 4th grade about orientation and gender theory. Disney also made conservatives mad by having a trans man buying tampons in a TV series and emphatically embracing a trend of environmental, social, and governance strategy that courts investors by promoting a host of woke values within the corporate structure. Well, we know that there are a lot of people inside Disney, inside Pixar, inside all these companies that have said, like, remember when they're like, we have a woke agenda. It is my job, my goal to push this stuff. And as long as people keep not showing up, they're going to feel the pain. Now, of course, I'm not saying, oh, you should never have representation in movies and this and that and the other thing. But I am saying that there are a lot of people that are concerned about, taking their kids to this stuff. Used to be you go take your kid to a Disney movie and you just knew it was going to be a good, wholesome time. You weren't planning on having to have a long discussion on the road, on the drive home about the birds and the bees. This is corporations trying to replace parents. That's at the root of this. Because if they can get you locked in early and then get you locked in to their ideology early, then you're a consumer of theirs for life. Absolutely love to see this epic failure by Strange World. Disney must not have even really had any faith in it because they didn't spend any money advertising it. I never even saw a single commercial for it. So I guess like the woke weirdos in the office can talk about how this is a W for them, but your community didn't even show up and see it either. It's exactly like, what was it, Bros or whatever? Another LGBTQ rom-com. The LGBTQ community didn't show up and see that. So maybe these companies need to stop taking advice from these woke weirdos in their office and start looking at what actually makes money. Like movies like Fast and Furious and Top Gun for some reason. I wonder what that could be. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. And if you haven't yet, please do click that red subscribe button down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.